Shalom, 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 Israel. Shalom, shalom. Hey, we're the Hebrew Israelites going in and out through the scriptures and through the week. And first, I would like to open the hand and give all praises and glory to our power, which is Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kodash, and double honors and respects to the elders and apostles of GMS, Grave Millstone, the apostles that were sent out to the four corners of the world, and also through the internet as well, which is the unicorn. And who we are as the Hebrew Israelites, again, the 12 tribes of Israel. Our tribe is the Issacharites, and how we're doing it is, as you see right now, where we're doing it, bringing out the gospel, which is in Boise, Idaho. And why we're doing it is the most important reason. It's because we're bringing out the truth, so these people don't live in denial any longer.
To usher in the coming of Yahawashi.
Yep. Yeah, and we got open scriptures right now, and why we bring out scriptures and tie it into worldly news and what you call secular information, because it goes hand in hand. Yahawashi created both left hand and the right hand, which is the good and evil. He created the so-called white man and the so-called black man, which is his chosen people.
So-called.
Yeah, and the opening scripture is you'll find it in St. John chapter 8, verse 31. Then said Yahawashi to those Jews which believed in him, if ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed. Verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And that's what we're out here doing, letting people know don't live in denial anymore. Because what does the school system teach you? Get a job, get a good education, have some kids, pay your taxes, and everything will be fine, which is a complete lie. Because the truth of the matter is to be a man is to fear the Lord, Yahawashi, which is the creator and Alpha and the Omega, and also to keep his commandments. Because like it says, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed. And disciples are meant to be, go out to the highways and byways and bid to the marriage, and the marriage is coming soon with the 144,000 elect men will be beamed up into those chariots, which you guys know as UFOs, the UAPs now.
Good. Yeah, I got some. Yeah, this is coming out of St. Mark 13 and 35. Out of what the brother was saying, because this is what a real man would be doing, man. Would be doing the work of Yahawashi and trying to wake up his people with all the tools at his disposal. And this is why we use the phone, the internet, like the brother was going into. But the point is that we have to be paying attention. We have to watch. This is St. Mark 13 and 35. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at evening, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. 37. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch, man. Because America is so used to, always having food in the grocery stores, always being able to call 911 when you need help. You need medication, you go to the hospital. Hey, well, when all that goes away, man, what are the people going to turn to, man? They're going to turn to whatever God they so-called believe in, man. But these other lowercase g gods that are principalities and spirits that have led these people astray, man, they're not going to be able to deliver them. They're not going to be able to help them. So-called white Jesus, so-called white man isn't coming to save a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man. Only Yahawashi is going to. And you have to be using the proper names as well. Because like the scriptures say, yeah, he winced at your ignorance, but when you come into the truth and you start even hearing the name for the first time, man, you're supposed to start making certain changes, to help your case a little bit better, by offending less. Like scriptures say, how shall a young man cleanse his way? By turning to Yahawashi and offending less. Because we're not perfect, we're stuck in these chains of flesh. But what we're gonna do is, completely go against this world in every way that we can. Not carnal means, but by the spiritual, which is coming to the sword of the scriptures. Being able to cut all these lies and bullshit and all this types of double talk that this devil has force fed you for years.
I got one scripture. Because everything goes back to because he's watching, watching, not being sleeping and not being ignorant, man.
Yep.
Be paying attention of prophecies. And also the brother read another scripture that we need to know about Yahawashi, because that's the only source we're gonna get to get salvation, to get help. All right, we have to obey and our best of our ability in these days. We're not able to fulfill the full law, man. All right. So there are some of the groups that teaching you how to go to the law, like all the commandments. Man, I'm not. Don't take me wrong, man. Don't do drugs. Don't go to go to wife, and don't go to idols. But that's what we can do, man. Don't eat pork. Different animals that we're not supposed to. We have to obey, man, because not everyone that believes doing the right thing. Like right now, they believe in this false Mashiach, which is Cesar Borgia, right? They want to preach to them to get help. But we know they're not going to get nothing. But I got one scripture right here. It's Matthew 12, and I'm going to start on 46. And Yahawashi was speaking to the crowd. Father and brother stood outside asking to speak to him. 47. Someone told Yahawashi, your mother and your brothers are standing outside, and they want to speak to you. So, today, the only ones that are your brother is the brotherhood is the ones that do the will of the Father, man.
Right.
Calling on the names, teaching the names, telling you what is the paragma, right? And standing boldly for it. Because a lot of groups are coming out with this nonsense. His philosophies is flipping with the Edomite woman. It's sin, Christianity,
Margo.
all those kinds. Man, every once in a while they change it because they know
We're up the sweater.
you have to wear the fringes and that will give you salvation. Man, that makes no sense. It's not a prophecy that you're gonna really be focused on. All right? So keep reading below. It's on the 49. Salakia 48. The Yahawashi asked, who is my brother? Who are my brothers? Right? Who are his family, man, today? Right? And he's gonna say who? Okay, 49. Then he pointed to his disciples and said, look, these are my mother and my brothers. 50. Anyone who does not will of my Father in heaven, Salakia, anyone who does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother. Right. So today, that's what the people were looking for, man. That's what we bring this message to. The ones that are going to believe in the name, the ones that are going to come out of this world, the Isa world, all right? Because we know this is the wicked world that we're living at. It's a wicked society, man. You guys are falling into the ditch with this guy with all this nonsense. Because I was watching a tweet from Gil Gates that he was like, because people is passing out with tolling suddenly because the eggs are contaminated. So now look, man, that's something that is really stupid, but people are gonna believe on that. So they were saying that about the price. We know the price of those eggs, but now they were saying like we're gonna cut them. There's not going to be more eggs because there people is falling suddenly because of them. So that's a wicked, man. They know what they did, bro.
Exactly.
And look, that's stupid. It's stupid. These people are stupid because they're gonna believe that it's true.
These guys too. They also said that the stress from the lockdowns caused these people caused the young people to have stress in their hearts. So that's also another reason. They even blamed it on global warming to say, hey man, it's getting too hot. Your heart.
Too cold in some areas.
Yeah.
Since we've been in this weather for centuries, man.
Yeah.
And now suddenly people start getting some issues with it.
And the health experts say, hey, it's because you're cooking on gas stove.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons. Like, hey, everywhere you go, every piece of information of the news you hear is a lie. And that's what we're letting you dumbass Americans to come to realization that you're living in denial. Yes, everything that you were taught from the bottom up, from your beginning, was a lie from Esau Edom. Yep. And Esau Edom is a so-called white man.
Right. Hey, and guess what? That's the same type of brain indoctrination, brainwashing that we had to come out of, man. Because everything that we were taught was a lie too. But when we got exposed to the truth, man, when we were able to see the things, man, that little voice in our head, that little light bulb that they show you in the cartoons just lit up, man. Because we saw this truth and just things just start clicking, man. We were able to relate with certain things that happen to our life, where we can relate to the position that our people are in, man, under the so-called white man. Because if the devil isn't ruling the world, who is? It's the so-called white man. And it's the only devil that's fucked up the whole world as much as he did this far. But there's not a perfect devil for the job. Because there are certain Asian countries that have a lot of power. Mexico has its own country, man. But those are all controlled by the global elite, which all go back to Edomites, which are the so-called white man, woman, and child, man. And they are what's known as the wicked, direct descendants from Esau, which is where the seed of the wicked fell upon. Because, not to go too off topic, but before the flood, there was, the three classes of men. You had the sons of men, which were all these other heathen nations. You had the sons of God, which were the Israelites, which were known as the Adamites. But then you had also the sons of the wicked, which were the sons of Cain, which now spiritually are the so-called white man, woman, and child that took on that spiritual wickedness. Because we understand the spirits and principalities are forever. They don't die. Even though we die and our bodies pass, those demonic spirits have to have a host. They have to work on somebody in the carnal side, on this side in the world, to do the bidding of Yahawah.
Yahawashi, I mentioned that when the Pharisees were asking, when he asked this question to the Pharisees, like about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, like Yahawah is not a power or death, means the spirits always live.
Yep.
Right? So he put it down, man, because he knows it. We know, we know that all the spirits are back in reincarnation, man. But I got one scripture because the brother was mentioning about this guy. Because think about this: you give a beautiful house, a beautiful mansion to somebody that is so careless about what he gets, and he can turn it into he can destroy the house. So that's what happened with this Edomite. When they came to this side of the world, there was a beautiful land, man. And looking out and how the earth was before he got to power.
There was no diseases here.
No diseases. Everything was working according to the creation, man, like
in harmony.
In harmony, because like the brother mentioned the other day, the Gadites were moving around. They were not in one place only. There were some, but some of them were moving constantly. Like moving the seasons. They were hunting animals in one area, and then they leave that area alone and go to another area, so that way they don't kill most of the animals, man. So there was a harmony.
Which is biblical, because they understood the land Sabbaths.
Yeah.
They understood that on the seventh year they didn't touch the land, they didn't cultivate it, they didn't hunt it, They didn't go and cut trees down or nothing, man. They let the land rest because for 6 years they were cycling their crops. So you got to give the land enough time to get the minerals and nutrients back, in the animals to come back, et cetera, et cetera. And
I got one scripture. I got one scripture. It's John 10:10. It goes back to this people, man, this race of people. And the thief purpose is to steal and kill and destroy. My purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life. So this is the purpose of Edom, man, today. Steal, lie, robber, and murder.
Yep.
Okay? So, like I say, he got the land, Job 9:24, right? Can you bring that up?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay? The land was given to the earth was given, the whole earth was given to this dude, man, to this guy. Bring it out, bro.
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Now, like the brother mentioned, like, who's ruling today? We know Esau's ruling. If you don't, who else, man? That's the scripture, and the whole earth was given to him. And look how the earth is. Even some animals, guys, think, man. All right, every animal, every creature is suffering, man.
Yeah.
You know, at birth, because the towers of the 5G, they're collapsing, man.
Even these trees, man. These trees are surrounded by concrete. They got a little hole about this big to grow in, man. You think these trees are
Yeah. They don't grow like they're supposed to, man.
know.
They're not even free, bro.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
look this.
Yeah, they're in
They're
prison too,
prison
man.
right now.
They got bars around them and
Yeah.
stuff. Man.
So this man got the land, the earth, and look how the earth is. But it's a judgment's gonna come upon him because what he did
Right.
only to the earth, amen. And he's gonna pay for it. Can you read that, bro? Yeah, he's gonna destroy. Got it.
Yeah, because here it is in Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give a reward unto thy servants the prophets and the saints, and them that fear the name, small and great, and shouldeth destroy them which destroy the earth.
There we go, man. See, so it's coming to the nation's gonna be angry because they're gonna be afraid of Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, when he in his second return.
Yep.
Okay.
And the time of the dead. And who does the dead represent? Who wears skulls? Who has rock concerts? There's only one nation that does that, the so-called Edomites. Which, hey, name any rock and roll band. Hey, name any of them. Their main star is Esau Edom because he is represented as death. That they should be judged. Hey, that's why it's called Judgment Day.
Yeah, but it's saying that the ones that destroy the earth, because it's coming to give like who is his brothers and who is his mom, like you mentioned, those who do the commandments of Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi. Those are the ones that are gonna get the reward when Yahawashi returns, man. The nation's gonna be afraid. It's gonna be like, God, he's here. Oh man, what are we gonna do? Right? But we're gonna be so happy. And he's coming to do one thing, is to destroy those who destroy the earth. And who are destroying those? Who destroying the earth today? The Edomites. But today we know them as they are so-called white men. All right? So those are the Edomites that the Bible speaks about. And we got one word to Rob. So this is what the Yahawah and Yahawashi is going to bring to them. right, even to our people, man. The church, our people, they're gonna get the wrath of the Lord. Bring it out, brother.
So the word is wrath, like the head elder brother said. It's the Strong's. It's a Greek word, Strong's G3709. The Greek word is orge. The definition is properly desire, violent passion, implication of punishment, anger, indignation, vengeance, wrath. And that indignation is righteous anger, you know? So that wrath, again, Strong's G3709 from Revelations 11. So that goes to show you, man, that Yahawashi isn't playing with these people, man. And he's not going to allow these people get away for what they did to his children, man. Imagine some kid beats up your child. You think he's just going to, and you have an opportunity, you think he's just going to let him go? No, man.
I got one, man. Because you mentioned righteous anger, right?
Yeah.
This is for you, Isa. You know, we know we're not gonna go and get a confrontation with you, because our job is just to come and announce judgment and salvation and judgment for the earth. That's what we're here for. All right, there is nothing else, man. We don't are seeking for people for numbers so they can come and gather with us. We just giving this message to the elect. They're gonna hear, because they have to be sealed with this knowledge. This is Isaiah 63:1. Who is this who comes from Idaho, so-called white man today, from the city of Bosra, with his clothing stained in red? Who is this in royal robe, marching in his great strength? That's Yahawashi. So the one that you ignorant call Jesus. We're just saying that name for edification, man. All right. So this is the one why his garment, his clothes is red, because all the blood that he's gonna share, man. Like he's gonna do a lot of killing. So this is the one that we announced, the Messiah that we know, the King of Israel. He's coming to do a judgment and killing. All right. And he's angry with one nation. He's appointing a judgment for one nation, the Edomites. And like we always say, man, like these Edomites that we see in the street, they're just gonna get burned. Even if they go to bunkers, bro. They're not gonna be safe right there. But what they call the Illuminatis, they're gonna go to slavery, man. Okay,
The first fruits, man.
the first fruit.
They got those nice bunkers out there, like Sweden, Geneva, Norway, in the middle of, East Jesus nowhere.
I'll keep going. It is the Lord announcing your salvation. It is I, Yahawah, who has the power to save. Why are your clothes are so red, as if you have been treading out grapes? Okay, why? Because he's gonna smash the people like if they were grapes.
Yeah, like in the ancient world, they would put a big old bin, and then you'd have people, stomping the grapes, and their whole garments would be all bloody, or not bloody. I mean, with the juice on it. But the bloody garments, is talking about, warfare in the ancient world, man. Where you got limbs flying, you got, heads cutting off, like you shoot a guy in Grand Theft Auto, his head is like a fountain. That's what was happening when they were getting busy with the swords, man. The literal swords. That's why it gives you that visual of how much, death is going to happen here.
I'm going to keep going, and the point is on the board. I'm going to go with 3. I have been treading the wine press alone. No one was there to help me in my anger. I have trampled my enemies as if they were grapes. In my fury, I have trampled my foes.
Like another word for enemy.
Yeah, their blood I stain my clothes. There we go, man. See how bad it's going to be? And it's mentioned his enemies, those who destroy the earth.
Yep.
Man, those who receive the earth and did all this wickedness on earth, those are the ones that are going to get the wrath of Yahawashi, man. I'm going to go with the board. For the time has come for me to avenge my people, to ransom them from their oppressors.
Yeah. Ransom be able to pay off, you know. And how's he gonna pay up with that blood for blood, man? Yeah, because ransom is somebody. If somebody gets taken hostage, hey, they say, hey, give me the ransom, we'll let them go, man. Hey, well, there's no debating, there's no payoff, because when Yahawashi comes and cracks his cloud with the UFO, what do you got to bargain with, man? You know, you got everything and all the power, so you're gonna ask for your own people back? Yeah, right, man. You're gonna take it. I got one real quick to add on what the brother was saying. This is Micah 5:15, and I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. You know, so hey,
It's like
you got it.
When you go back to the ancient kingdom, look the judgment they received, man. Like there was one ancient world that killed like 140,000, something like that. Right, one single angel killed Syrians, right?
Yeah.
Was a whole bunch of one single angel, man.
They woke up and they're all dead.
Yeah. So I don't remember the numbers, right, brothers. I like it for that.
But even then, it says one angel can destroy the whole earth. So
Yeah.
a couple 100,000, whatever it may be, is not, you know, too far fetched.
So whatever judgment passed on when the flow, when Noah, the times of Noah, imagine it's gonna be worse than that, man.
And billions dead with a B.
Only 8 got saved, man.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now imagine it, because we hear about that, but the heathens, man, it's something, man. I watch a chariot, how fast they go, right? And then you see the jets of ESA, this technology. I mean, they do a few things that looks amazing, but compared to the chariots, man, it's nothing. It's zero chance for ESA to come and beat up Yahawashi, man. There's no chance. See, one angel can destroy the earth, but it's a whole army of angels coming with Yahawashi. It's gonna be so bad for this nation. That's why I say the nations got angry. They're gonna feel scared, man.
I mean, this is talking to well, I want to start. Yeah. Okay. Because this is just one way. This is one way that the Lord ultimately is going to bring that judgment. He's going to melt you people, man. He's going to melt you with an ICBM nuclear missile, man. The only way out is through those chariots. This is Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherein the Lord Yahawah will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. And Jerusalem being a people before it's a place. Their flesh, this is the judgment, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And the best, visual description I have of that one is if anybody has seen Indiana Jones, not Raiders of the Lost Ark, but it's the one where they go to find the Holy Grail. Man, when they get exposed to that fire, they just turn into those wax figures, man. They melt, turn into a puddle. I do have another one back to that. It says Zephaniah 1:14. It says, the great day of the Lord Yahawah is near. It is near and hasteneth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly. So if you got mighty men crying, how much more these women? How much more, you got a big tough guy that's considered a mighty man, and you got the majority of these women, talking shit. they're gonna be talking shit now, man. They're not gonna be I'm a Miss Independent. I'm a bad bitch, you know. They ain't gonna have that mentality in those days, man. Because reality is gonna set in, man. No way, shape, or form is a woman gonna overpower a man. Never. I don't care if you're what's that one UFC fighter lady, Ronda, Ronda or whatever. You know, you're getting out of there, man. Even like a weak man, you know, can overpower a regular woman, man. So you have to understand that these women only got built up in this mentality that they don't need a man because Esau was their man. If they needed protection, they called 911. If they needed food stamps or extra help, they'd go get WIC or food stamps or whatever, man. You know. And if they wanted to go to the hospital because one of their kids are sick or whatever, man, they got Medicaid and they're getting child support from 4 different baby daddies, man. You know, and that's these women, man. They've completely went hand in hand on the inheritance with this devil, man. Because this woman, like the scriptures say, you know, they have surpassed the man in this society. But that has been set by design, not because it's natural, man. Because it's not natural to have a woman in a position of leadership. You know, when you have a woman in a position of leadership, what happens? You know, she looks at things emotionally. You know, she can't handle that stress. You know, she's gonna bleed once a month, so she ain't thinking right. You know, for a whole week out of the month, man. You know, so it's always been the man leading and the woman following. But when you get that order, you know, out of place, you get nothing but confusion. You get a bunch of effeminate men. You get a bunch of men that don't want to be men. You get because what? They were raised by single mothers, man. Yeah. And so, like the saying goes, and this is a saying in the world: if you want to look at the state of a people, look at their women, man. You know, look at how their women are in order, man. And look at the average everyday American woman, man. It's cold as hell out, but you still got, you know, women with their fucking ass and tits out, man. Like they can't fathom getting respect any other way except showing their tits or poking their ass out, wearing something tight, man.
Yeah, because they're seeking for attention, man, so badly.
Yeah.
That they even have to show their misery.
And they know they don't got anything else to offer, so they're gonna use the only thing they got, man. Yeah. And that's why when society falls, and I don't care how this sounds, man, a majority of you women that are good women, you're always there, you're doing the best you can. You got a good career, man. When all this shit drops, man, you're gonna go right back to the original career for you women, man. Because you're not mothers, you're not mother worthy. So what is it gonna be, man? You women are gonna be prostitutes, man. You women are gonna be out there on the street, man. For I'm not even talking making money, man. In those times, it's gonna be just to survive, man. They may give you a 2-year expired piece of tuna fish in a can, man. That
egg.
Yeah, one egg, man. You know.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to say something because the brother was going to this moment. I was watching a movie, so there was these two guys that were fighting, I think, for one area to control it. So one of them sent a whore just to go and convince him to do business, right? So she was a young woman, little Mike, and she was there and talked to the guy, and he was like, "Why are you here?" And I was like, "This guy sent me so you can do whatever you want with me, so so you can cooperate." So he despised the woman. He was like, "I don't want to do nothing with you." So she was so sad and left. And then one of her friends found the person all beat up because she did not do the job, right? So she was being sold to one man to another man, right? And beat up every time. But she was acting like she was so tough, man. But then once she got raped and beat up a few times, man, she was just scared to see a man. She was just hiding, man, in whatever corner she can do what she was able, because she was so scared, man. Like just because she got raped for, with more than one man at a time, man.
That's that Book of Eli stuff.
Yeah.
Man,
And that reminds me that the brother was saying, like these women that think that they're so tough, let's see they just got one beat up, man. One big punch and get juice. And then we'll see, man. If they keep thinking that they're tough.
Yeah, like that video I said the brother or the brothers in the group chat. You know, it was this woman. It was at night. She was walking down with she was wearing a mini skirt and she had her face in her phone. And it was at night, right? And she was just walking off carelessly. Oh, this never happens, right? It's at night. She's alone. She's not walking with anybody. A guy sees her, straight fucking haymakers her. Boom, she goes down, and then he continues to wail on her. Like, I'm talking like, I don't know how, like, this woman was still, like, getting up, because that guy was just headshot. And then he ended up kicking her, too, to the point where she was limp. And then what he did is he dragged her body off camera, man. You know, so that's the type of spirits that these men are going to be in, man. You know, it's not the men of the Lord, because, hey, really, we're going to be honestly fighting them off. You know, not like it's something we even want, but these women are going to gravitate to a man that has power, just like they do in this society. And the man that's have power is going to be a man of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. No other way, shape, or form, because they're the only ones that are going to be divinely protected. And I got a scripture for that real quick. You know, but it just goes to show you that video that these women live in a fantasy land, man. They don't live in reality, because you would be shitting on the man that would put his life on for you. You know, if they understood how close we are to them actually needing a man like that, man. And to you sisters and to you women that are doing the right thing, we're not talking to you. Again, I have to reiterate, if you're doing the right thing by your man, to the best of your ability, man, keep doing that. And don't think about, you know, even going to offend that man.
Yeah, I was wanted to say that video, bro, that woman was completely, you know, hopeless, like down.
Yeah.
She pulled his short off, man. To start pulling her clothes off. You can
on the sidewalk.
yeah, right there,
no.
man. And then he might realize that the camera was there, whatever. He grabbed his hair, hair, and pulled it, grabbed that man, you know, out of the camera. So what do you think happened next? You know, we know.
Yeah, we know what happened.
What happened next, and that can happen, man. Yeah, that's gonna start happening anytime soon, man. In this society. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 32:2. And a man, reemphasize that, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest. The tempest is like a strong wind or a storm.
Yeah.
As rivers of water in a dry place, you know, which would be like an oasis in the desert, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You know, so you're just getting beat by sun and you see a big rock that you can get some shade under, man. It's a refuge. It's protection. It's peace of mind, man.
Protection, bro.
You know, and that's what's going to come down to, because everything in nature rules by kicking ass, man. That is going to come to the forefront of society when this so-called civilized society collapses, man.
You gotta fight,
You know?
man. You gotta have a man up front. Like today, who's fighting the most, or who's doing the job, getting the job done in Ukraine versus Russia, man? Who's getting the job done? I don't think women, the feminist women, in the front line. I can see those guys, man, just bleeding, covering their faces, their ears, man, and because the bombs, the guns, man. I don't see no woman right there, man.
Well, just this summer, remember the government said that the women are going to have to register for the draft.
It's another country, Europe, that's going to do a mandatory, man, for the women to enlist to the army. Those feminine women, man, those supposed to be pulled for be the first in line. So you see, if they wanted to be equal, 50-50, that's how the world got built. When nations, kingdoms got built by fighting.
But now these women don't want a part of that. Hey, well, equal rights, equal fights. So hey, man, you better go and be one of the first one up on World War III. Because I remember when they started talking about that this summer, you had a bunch of women making TikToks and little joking videos of them in the kitchen. You know, all through they're wearing pearls and a fucking dress and heels and shit, man. Hey, it's too late for that, man. The damage is done. You know? I got one more. This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. You know, so this is to, you know, the women that are just, you know, lollygagging, thinking that this is always going to be just how it is, man. They're always going to be in this position to be over a man.
Especially the Israelite women, man. It started with Judah because Judah has a big mouth.
Yeah. And they're the head tribe too, so they set out the vibration for the rest of the tribes.
All the women talk the same, man. The same spirit, the same devil on them.
Yeah.
Man, and we'll see.
Loud as shit.
Oh, they're being used for hundreds of men. No, but they wanted to get married with a white dress, right? They wanted to the man to pay for his wedding, and they wanted a house. They wanted men that made over $100,000. Man, they're out of their minds. And Yahawah bahasham has a big judgment on those women, man. And we're gonna know by the Spirit about those women, man, how they've been conducting themselves on this time. So when they come together, the brother was
come help me, man. We're gonna see right through your body count.
Yeah, and you were reading the scripture that about the rivers, how the man has got to be a protection. We're gonna see and let you in the desert. All right.
So this is 32 and 9, 32 and 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So you're not going to be able to make yourself all pretty, man. The vintage shall fail, man. Because a majority of these women, man, majority of you are freaking ugly. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Now you got to put all types of makeup on just to look decent, man. You know, you probably got acne, you got all types of shit on your face, but you got to put this witchcraft on your face just to deceive a man to make you look kind of decent.
That's why they say make the pretty look, make the pig look pretty.
Yeah.
Even those alphabet guys, man.
Oh.
They're man, and you can see their faces without the makeup.
Yeah.
When they got their makeup, man, they can creep you out, man. Like you might think like it's a woman, but without it, you can see it. This is bad, man. That's why I was watching this YouTuber, man, that he went and asked a woman, giving money, offering money to wipe up her makeup in front of his boyfriend. And she don't want that, man. She was like, no, give you this much money, man, so you can take it out. No. And the man was like, come on, let's do it. We can go and eat some. No. But no. She was so scared to show the truth. You know her true face.
Yeah, well, this was years ago, but I believe it was in South Africa. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a woman that got engaged and married to a man, and on the day after the wedding, the husband divorced her ass, man, because she took off her makeup, man. He realized she was sleeping next to a full-blown fucking gorilla, man. You know, that woman looked like Beetlejuice. I'm talking like big old bags under her eyes, man. But I got one more. This is Isaiah 32 and 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip ye and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Because these women, you know, going back to walking around with their tits out, you know, walking around, you know, like they own the place because they're showing their ass or whatever. Man, these women aren't worth the fucking ain't worth the clothes they're wearing, really, man. Because these women got no life skills. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They don't know how to make their own bread. They probably don't even know how to make their own tortillas, man. And that's why the majority of these women are out just, you know, out there. And statistically, there's already more women than men. So you should make sure that your value is as high as possible. But no, a woman's mentality is, as long as I look good, that's all I got to do. No, man. Hey, that man, a simp will get that, man. But this is 2023. You know, we're being more picky. You know, at least the men of the Lord, really, a majority of men of the Lord probably aren't even dealing with women like that, like they were in the world, because of their eyes being open to how, you know, trashy, you know, the society is made.
Because this truth comes with that.
Yeah.
Knowing who slid in the house, right? What's the place of the woman, and how wrong they are today, man. because they are wrong to live the type of life they wanted to live. All right. So, man, hey, you got to pay attention on that. I mean, women, uh, there is a majority of women. So when there is a big amount of product, the price is low. No, but what happened before? The this society teaches the woman has a high value. You know, when it's not true, man. They don't, like the brother mentioned, they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to be a wife. Man, they already been with the hundreds a man, man, before you. So what you gonna get? And everything be used like that. But I got one scripture, bro. Got it.
This is 1 Timothy 2:14, because the point was the devil didn't come directly to us because he knows, that we're fortified in our mind. But he's gonna go to the next best thing that he can get closest to us. He can attack us at the house without attacking us directly. This is 1 Timothy 2:14. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
The weaker vessel.
Exactly. So he's a knows how he can attack. Yeah, exactly. Bro. How can attack? Like he know how to make war, man. And when with the minimum technology and money, just go and man deceive this woman, and he's gonna go and do the rest for us with this man.
It's good. It goes 1 Timothy 2:15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. And we know the majority of these women aren't, because majority of these women are on birth control, man. Majority of these women want to get their careers established. They don't want to be a mother to a child. They don't want to be a wife to a husband, man. They want to live their best life, get established themselves, and then move on. If they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety, I'm gonna tell you what, that does not describe women of this society, man.
And that's talking to their man.
Yeah,
That's talking about the man of the Lord.
exactly.
Better because you guys can
Yeah, yeah, because like I said, she'll be saved in childbearing by who? By another woman? No, by the man of the Lord. If they continue in faith and charity to their man and holiness with sobriety, not to their career, not to their bosses, especially not their work husbands, because that's hella folly too. What it's talking about is the unity, the unity of a man and a woman.
But I want to say, like, we always bring war is gonna come, man. All right? The women, like the brother mentioned, you sisters are doing right, man. We're not talking to you sisters. We're talking to the older woman because we're about to go home. But we got to see a lot of things going on, man. And we bring these speeches for women because they're gonna be afraid. We're warning them, right?
And don't get it misconstrued, man. We have to emphasize this point, because we start getting on the women, and then everyone takes everything we say emotionally, man. We love women, but we hate out of order women, man. We hate women with their tits out that are fucking walking in front of their man everywhere they go in public, man. Those fucking out of order women are gonna get humbled, man. Because if you're a woman and you have a man, you better be looking at him like a god, because he is your only salvation. You're not gonna do anything by yourself to get yourself on a chariot, man. If you're with an elect man, that whole household is good, man. You're good. Even if you have given that man hell from time to time, man. If that elect man is chosen, the household is chosen as well. So just shut your mouth and follow what your man is doing, man. Help him out. That's not too much to ask. You're not supposed to be out here on the highways and byways in the elements, being in the cold and the hot, hungry, thirsty, tired, dealing with these demons. All you got to do is be, a humble, gentle creature to your man at home. Help me. That's not too much to ask.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. At the time of those events, said Yahawah Yahawashi, when I restore the prosperity of Judah and Jerusalem, we know He's gonna restore us. So we say the women that are doing right, man, they're gonna be with the elect men because He really is restoring us, man. And in order for that to happen, look what's gonna happen to the other nations, man. The other nations is getting this. Because all the this nation is gonna get all the curses that we get, right? So, and this is what He's restoring us right now, man. It's starting with the men. So that's why we can bring these scriptures and let the women how to conduct themselves. Okay, to look at men for their salvation. Yeah. You women are gonna get salvation for your own. Because there's not going to be career, there's not going to be a 911, there's not going to be a feminist movement when when war comes to America. There's not going to be none of that, man.
We just read that she shall be saved.
Yeah.
If she continue in childbearing, sobriety, and all holiness and charity.
Wait, it doesn't say preaching shall be saved?
Does it say strippers? Well, I mean, the scriptures say that harlots and publicans shall enter into the kingdom before you, but that's talking about the people that been in the world that saw this truth and they completely changed. Other than the people that are in the truth, so called in these other camps, knowingly on purpose, spreading doctrines of lies, man, to stumbling blocks in front of people.
Because we can see in the media how these strippers get the money, man. They're not going to change until the dollar collapses.
Yeah. And that power is
they're going to see like, because it's going to take time for Isa to make it work in some areas, man. But he's going to let it go completely down, man. Completely down. And 3 days without food, man, people start getting crazy. But I'm going to keep reading more. Joel 3:2. How we gather the armies of the world into the valley of Yahawashi. That is the Arab land. There I will judge them for harming my people, my special possession, for scattering my people among the nations, and for dividing up my land. So there is a judgment, right? And then this judgment is going to be so bad, man. And we can see how it's going on in Ukraine and Russia right now. And all those people that were living so happy like a year ago, look at them now. And that's coming to America, man. When they just go to bunkers and the child, the woman's crying, their husband never returned, their son never returned. They go to the phone line and they haven't returned. And even people from other countries going to help them. And they're gone. This guy from this Canadian sniper, he got a name that he was so good in Iraq. He's gone, man. So all his glory is nothing. And that's what's going to happen, man. For all this glory of people, women that they have today, man, it's going to come to an end. Like it's going on over there in that area right now. So war is coming. What's this Israel was doing, bro? With the oil,
Saudi Arabia now is accepting the petrodollar in other forms of currency. So the petrodollar is the U.S. dollar, world standard to buy and sell oil. But now Saudi Arabia, as of last week, is now accepting other currencies, which is going to lead to the fall even quicker of the U.S. dollar and the implementation of a CBDC, a central bank digital currency centered around the mark of the beast, which is the Karagma. So, hey, man, these people are really going to understand when it's right in front of their face. You know, when they can't go to the store and pay anything with cash, like the situation last week with Bank of America, when they go to their bank to withdraw money and all they see is zeros. Take that back. They see negative. They see negative numbers, man. Hey, to get back up to where you were, zero debt. Hey, you got to take the Caragua. You know, and that opportunity is going to be given to every single man, woman, and child, whether you want to eat or take the Caragua and wait for a missile.
So, yeah, man, we know that, like, another brothers were doing their camps. They were mentioning about how these homeless people are more and more, man. And you can see a really young woman, teenagers, homeless, old man, homeless, and you can see Isa is losing power. Imagine, man, Isa in his kingdom and the way he's living. Man, that let us know that this kingdom is about to go down, because with this South Arabia changing or getting allied with China and Russia, uh, the dollar is gonna go down quickly, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like because they are allied with U.S. today, but once they leave the dollar, what's gonna happen? All those people that has millions of money in dollars, they're gonna end up like homeless, man.
Oh yeah.
And that's what's coming. We've been telling you for years, starting with our apostles, about this economy that is going to collapse.
Hey, I was gonna say, especially too, because of these women of what we were just talking about, man, that are dependent on food stamps, WIC, all these free government assistance, man. Hey, when all that goes down, when there's no more government assistance, what do you think they're gonna do, man? They're gonna run to these FEMA camps. They're gonna run to the Esau Edom to get Karagman up, just so that they can maintain themselves, man. You know, then that's when a woman is gonna be like, oh man, I should have been with the man of the Lord this whole time. Just to back that point up, this is Micah 7:10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets, man. And that mire is mud. Because, yeah.
They hear every sound of it. Every sound of it. Bringing the same message, man. Watch up, man. Watch up.
Sorry, what's up?
He just wants attention. I'm sorry. He just wants pets.
See on anything, we're good.
Oh, back to office. You shoot whatever. Back if you want a bedroom, you could. She loves attention.
Yeah. Yeah, and here it is in Deuteronomy.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good, man.
Okay, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
I was just coming to say hi to you guys. Yeah.
You're good, man. Yeah, because here it is in Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 5. And the Lord thy God, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, your power, Israel, will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do good, that he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers.
Okay, so to multiply, we need women, right? So these women that we were telling them to change their life and seek a man of the Lord, man, they're gonna see that we were saying the truth. We were telling them the truth. They humble themselves so they can go back to the land, man. Okay, because we know that promise is gonna be fulfilled, man, soon.
And Israel is a people before the place, just to let you know that.
And people will get emotional saying like, oh, well, you can't lump all women in there. Hey, yeah, all women, man. All these women fall short, man. Ultimately, we all fall short. But hey, man, especially the women have gone so far away from their natural use. Their natural use to be humble, delicate, sweet, and to be helpmeets to their man. Nothing more, nothing less. Be a mother, be a wife. You ain't got to be a career woman. You ain't got to be Miss Real Estate Agent, Lady of the Year, man. None of that.
Yeah, here it is, verse 6. And the Lord thy God, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, your power again, will circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord thy God, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
See, that's what we're looking for, man, because in these bodies we cannot be able. So that's what we always prophesy, that we're going to get bodies that are going to be eternal. We're going to get the walls. All right. So we're not going to have these enemies that are ruling today be like, oh, we got to conduct ourselves this way because our enemy is empowered. We're not going to be afraid of them, man. Never again. We're not going to serve no nation again. When once Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi take us back to our land, we're going to multiply. We're going to put a new the rules of the Bible, so now we can have the women in order, have the land in order.
Like my brother always says, he always likes to say, hey man, in the kingdom of heaven, the good thing is everybody knows their role and everybody is in their place, man. So we don't have to deal with what we're dealing with right now.
Yep, in verse 7, and the Lord thy God, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. Hey, you think these people love what we say? You think people are over here saying, hey, tell us the good news and actually what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven before it actually happens? No. These Americans hate what we say straight up. Why? Because they live in the kingdom of lies.
And we're telling them America's going to get destroyed. And we're happy America's going to get destroyed, man. We can't wait till this place gets nuked. And we say that, with a smile on our face, man. Like Joker.
Yeah.
We're that, like Joker said in that movie, hey, man, you and me aren't crazy. We're just ahead of the game. You were talking to Batman.
So we know what the curses are, because we went through the curses until today. We went through the really bad time, man. And we're still in the curses. So we know about the curses. So we can seek for those curses to be reversed or put it on to our enemies. Okay? It means we're gonna rule over them. It means we're gonna have all the riches of the earth. All right? It means we're gonna now have the women and our families and kids in order, man. We're gonna enjoy every single thing on earth.
And that's not asking for much, really. Asking just to have your own, your own family, and to be able to, to do what a family does, man. We understand that we're not going to get that on this side. We're not going to be able to enjoy that luxury on this side, man, because like the elder was saying, we're under the curses, So, just to bring out, to prove my point, talking about this falls underneath all these women, man. Yes, all these women. This was a study, a test that King Solomon did in the ancient world. So how much more does this apply to today? This is Ecclesiastes 7:28, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. And King Solomon was a very, very, the wisest man, other than Yahawashi, to walk this earth. In which, if you can receive it, they were the same person. But we have to understand that King Solomon was dealing with a lot of women, man. A lot of women. So he has a better, what can I say, like better expertise, a first-hand knowledge on the things that he's talking about, man. So, hey, if people can get emotional about that, they think that, oh, you shouldn't be bashing women like that. Hey, man, we get on the men too, but hey, the Spirit had us go into the correction of some of these women because all these things have to be addressed. We don't have to hear, oh, you don't have to get on there. You have to be so, hey, man, really, it's what we're supposed to do, man. Be not ignorant of anything small or great. Yeah. And to the women, that just post a shalom or, they put a little emoji, that's fine. But on the comment board, no women should be posting scriptures at all. Right. So if you want to learn something, learn from your man at home. And if not, just keep watching, the videos and remain silent, remain humble.
Yeah, and to finish the English session right now, to close it off is in Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 8. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day. That's why we're out here signing fines to the Lord, let him know that we put away our transgressions and to sin less or not at all, because we're just in this body as well. We do our best to control our minds, but hey, all power to Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi.
Is it possible? So,
Yeah, it is.
So don't, yeah. I know we try, but hey, man, don't be over righteous in a wicked society, man.
Wicked body
Yeah,
too.
we're like Apostle Paul said, we're chains, to this flesh.
That's what we're waiting, man, for Yahawashi and Yahawah, that he can do the rest. For us, it's impossible. But like Yahawashi said, for us to get saved is impossible, but for Yahawah, it's nothing impossible, man. So he is the one that's gonna do the final touch in us to complete, to do us perfect in front of his eyes by giving us man, getting us back to our land, giving us a new bodies, and putting the law in us. That's the only thing, man. So none of these bodies gonna get to the kingdom. We have to change.
Because yeah. Just real quick, because we're technically sinning right now, man, by wearing a mixed fabric, because it creates, go into the science about it, but it creates a static charge, that it lowers your so-called vibration a little bit. But then also, man, when we're out here on the highways and byways and we see a LGBTQ freaking bati boy, I don't know what bathroom to use, man, and we don't act on the law that we're supposed to handle those type of people, man, it makes us to go off. But we understand that we can't do that. We can't enact biblical law in this land because of where we're living, man. So we got to deal with these walking abominations all around us, man. That's crazy. Talking about it, and then one pop up.
Because we are today in the land of captivity.
Yeah.
So we're not sovereign.
Sovereign. Yeah.
So we are subject to these laws of this land today, man.
Yeah.
But we know what in one time we're gonna put order in earth. Right? We're gonna put order on earth, man. We are the ones. We are loyal. We are the sons of the power. We are Yasharala.
Right.
And we going right now. We're walking back to him, but he needs to come and help us to get there, man. We're not able by ourselves, because we have to go up and then coming down. Okay, the new Jerusalem will come from heaven. It means the elect men. All right, those are the ones that will come to conquer, man.
That's right.
The earth and all heaven, man, all everything forever. All right. So Isa, one day you're gonna get burned, man, for all what you did to us, earth, and all the laws that you've been passing to transgress, to live a wicked society. So we're going back to Spanish. You don't got nothing else, brother. Right? We're gonna go back to Spanish. And shalom to all you brothers watching and listen this camp today. And I hope the brothers from Spanish get edified. Okay, vamos a entrar en español, esperando que sea edificante para el electo. El hermano estaba hablando de las mujeres, estamos hablando, y como ahorita mencionó, está diciendo estas abominaciones caminantes, y ahorita van pasando dos pelonas, ¿ves? Dos pelonas van pasando, demostrando en dónde estamos, ¿ves? Nosotros no podemos hacer absolutamente nada, porque no estamos siendo soberanos, estamos en la tierra de nuestro cautiverio, y tenemos que pues simplemente clamar a Yahawah para que en el tiempo acordado se acuerde de nosotros, ¿no? Para que seamos salvos y podamos pues traer esta actitud por la que necesitamos,
Es funny porque yo nomás estaba hablando de eso y yo no veo los abominations, man. Y ellos nomás están caminando al frente, man. Y nosotros está hablando de eso, man. Y este momento llega los dos, man. Y todo es espiritual, man. Y si tú tienes ojos para ver, y tú vas a ver muchas cosas así.
otra vez, hermano, porque como dijo el hermano, mencionó que nosotros somos los que estamos clamando y llorando, suplicando a Yahawah, que cumpla su palabra en salvación, que cumpla los juicios para nuestros enemigos y nos saque de esta tierra abominable, ¿ven? ¿Okay? Porque aquí lo único que nosotros sufrimos es burla, es opresión, ¿ven? No tenemos, básicamente con el entendimiento que Él nos dio, ya no tenemos vida para el mundo. ¿Por qué? Porque sabemos que es caminar en contra de lo que Él manda. Y eso está duro, ¿ven? Trabajar diario en eso, de que esta gente vive feliz haciendo esto, yo tengo que estar aquí, conviviendo con ellos, moviéndome aquí. Eso es duro. ¿Okay? Voy a leer el libro de Eclesiástico, Sirach, capítulo 36, y voy a comenzar. Voy a comenzar en el top. Voy a comenzar en el 12. El 12 está bonito Ok, voy a comenzar en el 1 y bajo al 13, porque eso es lo que le pedimos. Eclesiástico 36 y 1. Sálvanos, oh Yahawah, sálvanos, Yahawah, sálvanos, poder del universo, y haz que todas las naciones te teman. ¿Ves? Porque hemos leído unas escrituras que las maldiciones que están puestas sobre nosotros, ¿ves? Están volteándose a estas naciones y van a tener temor, ¿ves? Cuando nos vean en un el hermano Plastac de Mississippi estaba diciendo, dice a los edomitas, dice, no, mira, yo cuando esté en el reino, cuando ya sea parte del electo, primeramente seamos parte, estemos con él, dice, yo verdaderamente no les voy a tener nada de lástima, nada de lástima. Cuando tú me veas, vas a tener terror. Yo no te voy a tratar. Yo no voy a ser un buen amo. Yo voy a ser un amo duro. Dice, pero vas a ver, te voy a traer mal. Entonces, aquí voy a leer otra vez. Eclesiástico 36 y 1. Sálvanos, poder del universo, y haz que todas las naciones te teman, porque van a temer a Israel. Ya van a temer del poder que nos salvó de entre las naciones, el juicio que le soltó, el poderío que nos va a dar, y nos van a ver y van a temblar, van a temblar estas naciones. Traigo aquí más, hermano. Bajando al 12, voy al 12. Ten piedad de tu santa ciudad, de Jerusalén, el lugar donde tú vives. Hoy en día es el electo, Jerusalén, primeramente es una gente, como estaba diciendo el hermano, antes de un lugar. Por eso, como mencionó, la nueva Jerusalén, que son los electos que van a descender de los cielos, para tomar posesión del planeta, principalmente de nuestra tierra, y después ir a poner ese orden sobre el planeta. Y para estos edomitas han dicho que o han trabajado poniendo un desorden para traer un orden. Yahawah también va a hacer un desorden en la tierra para traer un orden en la tierra. El orden mundial nuevo que viene a la tierra está encabezado por el hijo de Yahawah. ¿Ok? Está encabezado por él. Al que ustedes ignorantemente le llaman Jesucristo. Su nombre es Yahawashi. ¿Ok? El nombre, él es el que está encabezado a poner a hacer un despapalle, un desorden y a poner un orden, ¿eh? Con su electo. Bajo al 13. Llena acción de tu majestad. Llena tu templo con tu gloria. 14. Son las primeras cosas que creaste. Muéstrate a favor de ellas y haz que se cumplan las profecías dichas en tu nombre. Amén. En el nombre de Yahawah, Yahawashi, se ha anunciado, amén, que Él un día nos va a librar de nuestros enemigos. Está en Lucas capítulo 2. Se ha hablado de que va a venir Yahawashi a librarnos de nuestros enemigos. Entonces, esas son las cosas que se han hablado desde tiempos antiguos. Hoy en día, vamos a recordarles que se acuerden de ponerle estas maldiciones a nuestros enemigos, nos dé salvación a nosotros, ven, para poderles servir correctamente, para poderles servir como Él ha propuesto, regresar a nuestro estado correcto, una creación celestial, no esta creación fallida que tenemos, porque desde Adán podemos ver que desde Adán traemos esta falla. Voy a seguir aquí en el 15. Sí, ahí está, en el 15 dice, da el premio a los que esperan en ti. Demuestra a tus profetas, demuestra que tus profetas dijeron la verdad. Y ahí está, man. Y nosotros, en toda humildad, man, con todo respeto, nosotros sabemos a los hombres que Él ha puesto para darnos esta noticia, este mensaje. Y estamos haciendo también las labores de los hombres, man, profetizando de estos días, profetizando de la caída del reino de Yahawashi, y la salvación del electo, el juicio de nuestra gente por seguir en las costumbres y maneras de este hombre, por andar burlándose del nombre de Yahawah y Yahawashi, por incrédulos. Eso es lo que detiene. Así que voy a leer en el 16, dice, escucha las oraciones de tus siervos, según el amor que tienes a tu pueblo. Como el hermano estaba diciendo, somos los hombres que estamos clamando y orándole, suplicándole que nos salven, que nos saque de este lugar. Y cada vez que vamos conociendo más y más la escritura, entendemos en la situación que vive el mundo, ¿ven? Un mundo de oscuridad, de mentira, exactamente, de dolor. Sufrimos preocupaciones constantes, ¿ven? De diferentes cosas. Si vas a estar bien, si la persona con la que trabajas o los que están a cargo de ti van a hacer lo correcto contigo, la gente de la calle, constantemente, ¿ven? Estás pensando en cosas que a esta gente les parece normal y para nosotros ya no es normal, ¿ven? Es algo que no va con nosotros, con nuestro espíritu. No somos compatibles con este espíritu. Pero Yahawah, como lo dijo, Él nos iba a poner en el fuego para probarnos si verdaderamente hemos entendido lo correcto o no. Termino con esta. El 17. Y que se sepa que en todos los rincones de la tierra tú eres el poder del universo. Y eso es lo que viene regresando a Romanos 9, cuando le dijo al egipcio, que por eso mismo te he levantado para dar a conocer, tu poderío sobre la tierra. Pues igualmente, nosotros sabemos que a Esaú se le entregó este reino, pero conocemos la escritura que otra vez va a liberarnos de aquí y toda la tierra va a reconocerme que existe un creador que tiene sus reglas, que tiene un pueblo escogido, que él mandó a sus hombres a dar la advertencia. Se burlaron de ellos, se burlaron del mensaje. Esaú mismo se pone rebelde, se le quiere revelar al Mesías, pero nosotros sabemos la historia, que salimos triunfantes. Pues regresa, hermano.
Es San Lucas 1 y 78, 68,
Ya 68.
68, es bendito Yahawashi Yahawashi, Dios de Israel, que ha visitando y redimido, lo siento, redimido a su pueblo.
¿Sí? Ha redimido a su pueblo. Y esas son las cosas, men, que nosotros hemos estado anunciando, que en Yahawashi nosotros somos redimidos de nuestra caída, ¿ok? Y que Él es el que nos va a salvar. Que tú tienes que conocerte, crecer en fe en ese nombre, porque es la única manera, y ustedes mujeres, venir a la protección de un hombre, ¿ok? Déjale termino aquí. En Lucas 1 y 69. Dice, y nos levantó poderoso Salvador en la casa de su siervo David. 70. Como habló por la boca de sus santos profetas. Ahí está, regresando, se cumple lo que han hablado tus profetas. Que fueron desde el principio. Desde el principio se ha venido hablando de restaurarnos. Como digo, estamos en una situación caída desde Adán, pero en Yahawashi vamos a recuperar otra vez nuestro estado natural, para lo que fuimos verdaderamente puestos aquí en esta tierra. Y también, de aquí para el universo. Y eso mucha gente nunca te lo van a decir en tu iglesia apostólica o los testigos de Jehová o cualquier otro lugar. Ellos ya son salvos, ellos ya son salvos, esperan el rapto, ellos ya están esperando el rapto, que lleguen, van a estar arriba ahí a gusto, y después cuando ya acabe la tribulación de Jacob, van a venir, o se acaba todo. Ya, doctrinas falsas, porque ellos te dan una doctrina de que tú no vas a padecer la tribulación, y nosotros estamos anunciando tribulación. Por eso hablamos de las escrituras que hemos sido puestos en el fuego para ser probados. Bajo a lo último. 71. Salvación de nuestros enemigos y de la mano de todos los que nos aborrecen. Ahí está, salvación. Y esta gente con las otras naciones, ¿de qué van a necesitar salvación? ¿De qué van a necesitar salvación? Cuando ustedes leen esta escritura, ustedes piensan que van a ser salvos del pecado. No, Yahawashi ya murió y Él nos libra de la muerte del pecado. La salvación que Él viene a traer es literalmente sacarnos de aquí antes de los misiles nucleares, antes de que venga a Satanás 1 o Satanás 2, como le llaman a los misiles nucleares,
Y no van a ser, van a esperar mucho tiempo, no, van a ser segundos antes de vino los ICBMs.
Bien, va a estar temblando la tierra y tal vez estemos mirando al cielo esperanzados si la armé o no, si te agradaste de mi trabajo, voy a recibir salvación. Y lo decimos porque sabemos que todavía no llega la tribulación, la prueba, y la prueba grande sabemos que viene siendo ese harakma, esa tecnología digital, ese arrocito digital que va a ser impuesto en toda la tierra. ¿Dónde está esa falsa doctrina de que ya somos salvos? En la sangre de Jesús somos salvos. Y ya, eso es falso, absolutamente falso. Estamos rogando a Yahawah para decirme que cumpla lo que sus profetas anunciaron y no nos encuentremos tampoco mentirosos, man. Nosotros, porque sabemos que lo que hablamos es bíblico, es profecía de que va a venir hambre, va a venir guerra, va a venir destrucción nuclear sobre América, muerte, ¿cómo se llama? Eh, Destrucción y enfermedades, man. Plagas. ¿Cuál quieres? ¿Quieres una?
Y este es
Judas,
el libro de Judas 1:20, pero nosotros andamos edificándonos sobre nuestra santísima fe, orando en Espíritu Santo.
ya como dice, nosotros andamos edificándonos en fe, porque vienen y dicen, eso no va a pasar. No, nosotros estamos caminando en fe, man, en fe. Estaba una persona diciéndome que teníamos que empezar nosotros ya a hacer milagros, señales, para probar que somos esos hombres elegidos. Entonces, ¿dónde queda la fe? Si tú estás esperando que una persona venga y te muestre que caiga, que multiplique el pan, que levante al muerto, que empiece a hablar idiomas, ¿ves? No, nosotros nos movemos por fe y nos andamos edificando, primeramente nosotros, estas casas, nosotros mismos, y a los hermanos que han recibido el Espíritu para recibir esta verdad, porque constantemente están saliendo edificaciones, escrituras que las acabas de leer o escuchar con un hermano en la mañana y la otra vez las saca en la tarde, pero tú estás contento escuchándolas, ¿no? A gusto, pero exactamente comiendo, pero otra gente sacan siempre las mismas escrituras, pero para nosotros es muy importante esa escritura, ¿eh? Siempre nos está recordando, es cierto, y otra vez, sí, sí es cierto, ¿ves? Por eso dice que nos estamos constantemente edificando en el Espíritu.
Sí, y comiendo la palabra de Yahawashi.
Ya comiendo la palabra, no comiendo, estar ahí comiendo. Ya,
y es el 21 conversando en la amor de Dios, Yahawashi, esperando el misericordia de nuestro Señor Yahawashi para vida eternidad,
vida eterna. Ok, estamos conservando el amor, ¿ves? Esperando en la misericordia de Yahawashi. ¿Y cuál es el amor? Esto es amor, man. Estar aquí en la línea del frente es amor para nuestros hermanos. No hay más amor más grande que uno dé la vida por su hermano. Eso es el amor. ¿Ok? Ahora, ¿quién es tu hermano? Ya leímos en Lucas 12, Mateo 12, donde dice cuando le preguntaron a Yahawah si hay que lo buscaba a su familia. Digo, no, esto es mi familia, los que hacen su voluntad. Entonces, este es tu hermano, el hermano que está en la fe, a los que están edificando en fe, en amor. No vas a ir a cualquiera porque dice que soy cristiano, o porque tu hermano de sangre, de carne, de tu padre, hijo de tu padre y tu madre, tú vas a decir, tú eres mi verdadero hermano. Tu verdadero hermano, man, va a ser el hombre que está trabajando para Yahawah, para que está en la línea del frente contigo, que va a sufrir contigo, que padece contigo. Ese es el hombre que tú es tu hermano. Es el hombre que tú estás para ayudarle, para animarlo, para que él esté bien. ¿Ve? Por eso dice que la escritura en el mandamiento que ames a tu hermano como tú mismo, parafraseando. Entonces tú tienes comida y sabes que tu hermano está pasando un tiempo un poco turbio, tú vas a asegurarte que tu hermano también tenga alimento. ¿Ve? Tú tienes casa, tú tienes que asegurarte que tu hermano también tenga un techo. Ese es el amor que tenemos que trabajar y no es con cualquiera como lo digo. Tal vez te duela, tú puedas ayudarle a tu hermano carnal, ¿ves? Pero tu principal enfoque son tus hermanos que están batallando en el frente.
Sí, y cuando está hablando de misericordia, estamos hablando, ayúdame, Señor, que los días que van a pasar, malos.
Exactamente, man. Porque en un punto nosotros podemos ayudarnos, hermanos que están juntos, entre hermanos que tienen en su campo ya hermanos, otros que no tienen nadie. Yahawah va a reunir de todas maneras gente, man. De todas maneras va a traer gente. Entonces tenemos que saber que va a llegar nomás solo un punto en lo que nos podemos ayudar nosotros, pero lo demás, de lo más grande, la más grande fuerza está en Yahawashi, en la misericordia de Yahawah, en Yahawashi, que nos ayude, ¿no? Nos libre de su espada, que es de Saúl, nos dé pan y agua, ¿ves? Y nos libre hasta de bestias, de fieras que van a andar en las calles. Estamos hablando literalmente de aquí, como a unos cuantos minutos de aquí, no está ya la
45 menos.
45 menos, está el bosque, de donde están ya los pumas, ¿ven? Como le llaman aquí en esta tierra, los leones.
Algo a veces ellos pueden ver las noticias de ellos están caminando en las calles aquí, man. Pero
y una cosa, yo no sabía, pero esos que los lobos de esta área, tú piensas que son como tamaño de un perro, no, man. Son animales bien grandotes, están bien grandísimos, man, a comparación a un perro.
y tú no van a ver ellos antes que ellos quieren tú verlos. Porque ellos nomás están esperando, man.
Ya ellos son estos animales de casa, ¿no? Animales de casa que cuando ya los veas es porque ya casi está para dejarse ir. Entonces, eso es lo que buscamos en Yahawashi, ¿no? No nomás de dame de comer, comen, que nos libre de Saúl, que nos libre del haragma, de muchas cosas que vienen. Mucha gente piensa, ya agarré comida, ya tengo agua, ya que pase lo que pase, ya saqué mi dinero del banco, ya lo invertí en Bitcoin, ya me moví mi dinero a esta nueva moneda. Vas a ver, man, bestias, guerra, de eso no está exento. Otro se juntó un montón de armas, y como decimos, las armas las usan, los tiros se acaban. ¿Para qué te sirve? ¿Para qué te sirve la pistola ya sin balas? ¿Para qué te sirve ya la pistola sin balas, man? Ya nomás para barrarla como una piedra y ¡paz! Y a correr o qué.
En el momento de él está hablando eso, man, una persona se caminando frente con uno pistola, man.
Y ahorita aquí pasa un joven, por aquí la gente la ves caminando con sus escuadras como en el viejo oeste. Tiene más acciones, más.
22, algunos que dudan, convéncelos.
Porque hay muchos que dudan, ¿ves? Mucha gente tiene esas dudas, ¿ven? De que tal vez no tienen su fe fuerte. Entonces, por medio de la palabra de Yahawah, nosotros que se nos ha dado ya más tiempo de estar en esta verdad y tener una fe más crecida, es convencerlos por medio de la escritura. No vas a convencerlos por algo fuera de la escritura, absolutamente que no. O mírate, júntate esto, mira acá, haz esto y convence, o llevarlo a un lugar y aquí te vas a convencer. O contarle tu vida. Yo era un drogadicto, era un ladrón, un mujeriego, y horas ahí tenerlo, man, hablando de tu vida, pensando que lo vas a convencer. No, es con la escritura que él se va a convencer. Todo hombre sea persuadido, ¿no? Por sí mismo, para saciarlo.
Y los escrituras son las más perfectas palabras, lo que puede decir una persona a cambiar la vida, pero nosotros estamos poniendo poquito sal, en las palabras de la gente está hablando ahorita en el mundo. Entonces ellos pueden saber lo que necesitan.
Y 23, y los otros salvos, y los otros salvar de fuego, y obretándolos de fuego, y de los otros de los otros tener misericordias con temor, aborreciendo aún la brava con terminarte por su carne.
Aborreciéndome las cosas que hace, las cosas. Ven, tú tienes que convencer a unos y a otros, verlos y decir, apartarte de ellos, man, literal, apartarte literalmente de ellos, porque tienes que aborrecer lo que ellos hacen, ¿sí? Literalmente, lo que ellos hacen tienes que aborrecer. Entonces, eso es lo que es, tener misericordia, apartando a algunos de la destrucción y a otros, man, separándote completamente, porque tú puedes ver que un hombre verdaderamente es sincero, que busca conocer esta verdad, como otros son burlones. Entonces tú tienes que entender lo cual es completamente alejar, y otros pues tratar de que por medio de la escritura sean vueltos. Y este mensaje es bien importante, ¿ven? Estamos aproximando cada vez más y más y más a tiempos bien difíciles, y es la importancia de entender, ya no tenemos tiempo para estar como si quieramos estar cotorreando o tomando esto a la ligera con la gente, jugando exactamente, bro, que no van a creer. Tú tienes que enfocarte en hombres que tú ves que sí les interesa, que sí tienen un temor, ¿ves? Que están dispuestos a estar corregidos. En eso es que nos vamos a enfocar. Nosotros no porque hablemos muy bonito, porque hablemos a muy pesado, vamos a convencerlos. En la palabra de Yahawah para Yahawashi es que los va a convencer. Nosotros mismos fuimos convencidos por ella, ¿eh? Ahora, todos tenemos la misma historia. Escuchamos a los hermanos, a nuestros apóstoles, a nuestros ancianos, vimos hermanos que se les dio el valor de hacer este trabajo y vinimos también a hacerlo. ¿Verdad? Vinimos también a hacerlo. Y una de las cosas, voy a leer esta escritura, ¿eh? Muchos dicen que, o otras personas piensan que nosotros no tenemos la autoridad para venir a enseñar. Lo hacemos en fe, ¿okay? Porque creemos que se nos dio el conocimiento. Y en fe tenemos temor y tenemos que dar a conocer estas palabras. Tenemos que dar a conocer estas palabras al que se le ha dado conocimiento. Estamos buscando aquí una escritura, hermanos, porque Lo importante es que sepan los nombres en qué van a clamar. Y clamar, la palabra clamar es que tú llames en el nombre de esa persona. ¿Ves? Pedir en el nombre de esa persona. Por eso nosotros estamos clamando o gritando a Yahawah y que seamos libres de este lugar. Seamos liberados de este lugar. ¿ves? Ok. Este libro de Romanos, capítulo 10, voy a comenzar en el versículo 13. Dice, porque todo aquel que invocar el nombre de Yahawah será salvo. Por eso, en los tiempos de calamidad que vienen, ¿tú a quién le vas a pedir ayuda? Nosotros sabemos a quién le vamos a pedir ayuda. Y le estamos pidiendo ayuda ahorita. O sea, todo aquel que clame estos nombres, que pida, que ruegue en este nombre, ¿y qué vas a pedir? Salvación, liberación. Que te libre de tu enemigo, que te libre de estos fuego nuclear que viene, que te libre del hambre, de las plagas que va a soltar. 14. ¿Cómo pues invocarán a aquel en el cual no han creído? ¿Y cómo creerán en aquel de quien no han oído? ¿Y cómo oirán sin haber quien les predique? Ahí está, ¿ven? De cómo la gente cree que van a saber de los juicios venideros de esta verdad sin que haya quien lo esté diciendo. Por eso digo, nosotros fuimos despertados por medio de escuchar a los hombres, de escuchar esta palabra. Esto fue lo que nos trajo a nosotros, a nuestra fe. ¿Ok?
Y este es la Eclesiástico 6 y 16. Un amigo fiel protege como un talismán y que ordena a Dios, Yahawah o lo encontrará
Como un amigo fiel. ¿Ves? ¿Y cuál es cuando Yahawah regresa poniendo lo espiritual? Yahawah, ¿cómo llamó ya a sus elegidos? Amigos. ¿Ves? Ahora, este es ya una protección, ¿ves? Si tú tienes a Yahawah, amén, ya estás protegido. Si eres parte del electo, ¿ves? La protección está ahí. Cuando vengan estos días, la gente lo va a entender, ¿ves? Cuando tú andes sonriendo, sin pasar grandes tragedias en tu casa, ellos se van a dar cuenta que tú sí entendiste la verdad, que tú sí recibiste el mensaje de el último, el evangelio de los últimos tiempos, ¿no? De la eternidad, porque este evangelio ya es lo último, ¿no? De andarle enseñando a Israel. Cuando salgamos de aquí ya no vamos a enseñar nos vamos a enseñar unos a otros. Eso ya va a ser cosa del pasado. Este es la última sesión de nuestro trabajo como profetas, porque eso es lo que venimos a hacer, anunciarlo por venir. Este es nuestro último trabajo, ¿me? Entonces, si no hubiera profetas, ¿cómo conociéramos nosotros de las cosas por venir? ¿Cómo conociéramos de Yahawashi? Entonces es eso, continúo leyendo.
Y dice 17, el amigo es igual a uno mismo y sus acciones son iguales a su fama.
El amigo es igual a uno mismo. Por eso dice en Amos 3, y la voy a traerme. La sacamos varias veces, pero en Amos 3, con esa escritura va con esta, de si podrán andar dos juntos.
Y este es el poder de los nombres de Yahawah, los scriptures, ¿ya?
Es el poder, man, de nosotros.
Yep.
Vamos 3 y 3, andarán 2 juntos si no estuvieran de acuerdo. Por eso dice que son iguales. ¿Eh? Porque tú tienes que estar en un mismo acuerdo para andar con alguien. ¿Ves? Para aprobar lo que él hace, lo que él dice, y andas contento. Y nosotros, ¿ustedes creen que estamos aquí con los hermanos reunidos porque hay un interés material? Porque hay una ganancia que nosotros, hablo literal de económica. No, porque en el espíritu entendemos lo que hablamos. Eso es lo que nos tiene juntos. Ser amigos de Yahawashi, porque nos ha dado sus secretos, ¿eh? Nos ha dado sus secretos. El libro de Mateo 13 habla ahí de que otras se les habló en parábolas a otra gente porque para que no entiendan. Nosotros no, aún las parábolas se nos ha dado entendimiento de ellas, pero otra gente ni siquiera están en el nivel de entender las parábolas, ¿no? Ahora que quién es Esaú, el enemigo número 1 de Israel, no pueden entender ni siquiera que son israelitas. El nombre, que se los ponemos allí enfrente. Continuó, y es lo que estaba diciendo. Fíjense, el hermano en el espíritu mencionó el nombre, porque en esta escritura estamos. Dice, voy otra vez en el 14, Romanos 10:14. ¿Cómo pues invocarán a aquel en el cual no han creído? ¿Y cómo creerán en aquel de quien no han oído? ¿Y cómo irán sin haber quien les predique? Entonces, ¿de quién está hablando? De Yahawashi. Por eso dice que invoque el nombre. ¿Cómo tú vas a invocar un nombre si no te han dicho el nombre? ¿Cómo tú vas a invocar este nombre si no lo has creído? ¿Cómo tú lo vas a conocer, si no había quien te lo dijera? Esta es la correcta pronunciación. Esto quiere decir, ¿ok? Sigo leyendo más en el 15. ¿Y cómo predicarán si no fueren enviados? Como está escrito, cuán hermosos son los pies de los que anuncian la paz, de los que anuncian buenas nuevas. Entonces, ¿quién te envió a ti? Preguntas que he recibido. Ven, primeramente que pudimos tener el espíritu de Yahawah para tener temor de él. ¿Qué te trae aquí tu fe? De que lo que has entendido, eso. Y otra cosa, queremos cumplir y anunciar este mensaje de salvación y destrucción para limpiar nuestras manos de la sangre de los que van a caer. Por eso se nos dio esta verdad, Entonces, ¿quién te envió? Si yo entiendo esto y sé lo que tengo que hacer, la escritura dice que sus siervos van a ser recompensados por anunciar esto. Quiere decir que Yahawah nos envió, Venimos en el nombre de Yahawah. No venimos en el nombre de nosotros, de una denominación. ¿Ves? No venimos en el nombre de Israel. En el nombre del poder del Dios de Israel venimos. Yahawah y Yahawashi. Porque esa es la base, la base de toda nuestra nación. Pero,
Ya, y si está poniendo dinero en la account de nosotros que estás en los cielos, de nosotros puede usar en los tiempos de Jacob Trouble, porque es en los tiempos de vino la tiempo de Jacob Trouble, es cuando van a necesitarlo más de ahorita,
ya esos ahorros espirituales, este trabajo, ¿a poco no te va a dar, no te va a sentir con confianza de decirle a él, yo hice lo que mandaste a mi mayor habilidad, que es venir a dar este anuncio? Toda esta gente que ha escuchado, que sabe de esta verdad y no pusieron a manos en el asunto, ellos tienen que dar cuentas de ellos mismos, nosotros no. Nosotros vamos a estar en un espíritu diferente, diciendo que la chamba ya se acabó.
Y nosotros hicieron todo lo que pueden.
Ya hemos hablado, porque cuando tú vas a trabajar, hay un horario para que entres, un horario donde ya todos se tienen que retirar. Entonces, nuestro horario que nosotros entramos es cuando empezamos a esta verdad, men. Ahí es cuando ya llegamos, aquí le llamamos luchar o ir a tomar tiempo. Ya llegamos a tomar tiempo de nuestra labor, men, y todavía estamos en esa labor. Va a llegar el día en que digas, men, se acabó ya tu turno, men, estuvo, tu chamba se acabó. Y luego, ¿qué esperas después del trabajo? ¿Qué esperas? Una paga, ¿no? Una paga. Entonces nosotros esperamos esa paga, ¿eh? No quiere decir que tenemos unos beneficios ahorita, claro que sí, porque hemos recibido muchos beneficios de estar en esta verdad. Cuando tú estás trabajando, vamos a ponerlo de esa manera, tú estás consciente de que vas a tener para pagar tus deudas. No es como cuando no tienes un trabajo, que estás muy agobiado. ¿Ves? La diferencia de tener un trabajo es que, ok, estás confiado y que vas a poder solucionar tus problemas que vienen económicamente hablando. Pues igualmente nosotros en esta verdad estamos aquí recibiendo un beneficio en vez de que Yahawah va a cumplir lo que él dijo a sus profetas.
Sí, ese es Salmos 9:9. Yahawah Yahawashi protege a los oprimidos. Él los protege en tiempos de angustia. Eso es los tiempos de estar hablando. Y otra cosa, yo quiero leer lo que sigue, pero se dice Señor Yahawah, los de conocer. Pero aquí en ese traducción se dice de conocer la nombre. So ese nomás se dice los que te conocen. Hey, los que te conocen el nombre tiene que decir, porque este translation
Está corta.
está corta. Se dicen confíen en ti, pues nunca abandonas a quienes te buscan. Oh, man, la llave es, tiene que conocer la nombre. Tú puedes decir a una persona, ya yo conoce él, yo conoce. Pero ¿qué es el nombre? No, pues realmente tú no conoces él, man, porque la primera cosa que tú van a dar a una persona es tu nombre, man. Mucho gusto, mi nombre es, es una de las primeras cosas. Los otros grupos o los campos te dicen, nosotros no tienen la nombre, nosotros van a tener la nombre cuando estás en el reino. Hey, man, no es así, porque como se dice el se dicen, son amigos de Yahawashi. Hey, man, porque nosotros sabemos los secretos. O si un nombre no es un secreto, ahorita ya es un secreto porque el nombre Yahawashi, pero es una cosa de todos tienen que saber. Él no van a poner en un bolsa y el momento final se dice, no, eso es. No, man. Todo está abierto.
Tuvo que haber un tiempo para que tu fe sea aumentada en ese nombre, ¿ves? Porque vienen milagros, ¿ves? Vienen milagros, ¿ves? Y hermanos van a recibir poder espiritual y van a Yahawah va a escuchar nuestras oraciones, nos va a dar salvación. Hay teletransportación, ¿ves? Si quieres creerlo o no, pero va a haber grandes resucitados, como digo, vas a teletransportarte, te van a teletransportar para, tal vez ya no hay comida y tú de repente vas a llevar en una mansión donde te hasta el agua calientita todavía allí, ¿ves? Ya.
I actually haven't been here myself, so I've been in there full time. So every single time I've loved it.
Okay. Cool. Nice, man. Thank you. Yeah.
Y eso es lo que va a hacer, ¿ves? Esos milagros, el aumento de comida, ser salvado de tu enemigo. Y una de las cosas, nosotros hoy trabajamos para proveer techo, ropa, comida a nuestros hijos, ¿no? Mujeres, pero va a llegar el día en que las puertas de los molinos, que es toda esta labor del trabajo, se va a cerrar, ¿ves? El dinero que tú tengas, lo tengas en el banco, lo tengas en tu casa, ven, ya en el banco no vas a poder ir porque tienes que tener la tecnología del Haragma. Vas a tener tu dinero que está ya en tu casa o alzado, ya no va a servir porque ya brincaron a la otra moneda.
Como pasaron en Venezuela, ellos tienen fotos de los puños de dinero, está alto como un pie, y nomás está comprando un chiquito pedazo de carne. Ya tú puedes quitar todo el dinero que tiene en la banca, y tú puedes tenerlo, pero es papel, no es lo mismo de antes, ¿ves? No puede comprar nada. Todavía no tiene nada de dinero.
Libro de Salmos, capítulo 37 y a 25. Joven fui y he envejecido, y no he visto justo desamparado, ni su descendencia que mendigue pan. Amén. Entonces, ¿por qué hicimos también este trabajo? Lo hacemos por nuestros hijos, nuestras familias, que no queremos. Sabemos que en un tiempo no vamos a poder proveer como lo hemos hecho en los días hasta el día de hoy, asistiendo a una plantación y recibiendo una págame. No todavía puedes ir a la tienda y sacar un producto con ese papel basura, esa moneda. Así es como nos movemos, pero va a llegar el tiempo en que ya no va a funcionar esto. Entonces, ¿dónde está de dónde vas tú a proveerme? Por eso es que es bendecido el que conozca el nombre de tu Dios. ¿Ves? La gente del mundo va a ser avergonzado con sus gigantescas estatuas, como allá en Brasil, donde está ese César Borgia con las manotas así, o los de India con sus Budas, Japón, China, y estén ahí hincados rogándome que haga algo de ayuda y nada, men. Todo se cerró, de todo eso se va a acabar, pero nosotros vamos a ser puestos en una gran muestra de poder, porque nosotros tenemos el verdadero poder, en un Dios vivo, como dice la
Judas 1 y 25. Al único y sabio Dios, Yahawashi, vuestro Salvador, sea gloria y majestad, imperio y, potencia, ahora y por todos los siglos. Amén.
Amén. Hay agua para haciendo agua, sea todo, ¿no? Y la gloria, amén. Mira, eternamente. ¿Usted cree que nosotros no vamos a estar en estos escritos después de que Él nos acomode como nos va a acomodar, como nos va a restablecer y entendiendo el estado en que hemos vivido, ¿ves? La esclavitud, la desobediencia, la maldad que existe en la tierra, el desorden, la mentira que existe, y Él saber que Él lo hizo por una desobediencia desde Adán, aunque sabemos que pues todo está planeado por Él, ya sabía, pero al final de cuentas nos regresa a Él mismo. Todo. Si Él no quisiera, nos destruye, pero no está en Él hacerlo. ¿Tú crees que no le vamos a dar la honra? Ven, estos cuerpos los creó Él temporales, los va a deshacer y nos va a dar algo eterno. Entonces, ya eternamente vamos a estar ahí. Ya pasaron 10,000 años, pero todavía vamos a estar ahí. Yahawah, bahasham, y gloria para ti. ¿Ves? 35,000 millones de años. Todavía vamos a estar como si apenas nos despertamos. Tengo que honrar a Yahawah, bahasham. Y así, ya, o sea, ya no va a haber tiempo. La eternidad no tiene tiempo, nosotros sí. Pero
Y eso es la tiempo para agarrar tu posición, man. Hace todo lo que puede, cuando puede, man. Porque es el día. Nosotros sabes cuando el noche viene, es el tiempo de Jacob Trouble, man. Y no puede buscar ese verdad, cuando no va a tener internet, no van a estar caminando en las calles y agarra unos chances para ver los profetas, man. Eso es el tiempo para hacer el trabajo y agarra la información, man. Más se puede.
Como dijo el hermano, el punto, agarra tu posición.
Agárralo, no nomás, no, agárralo, man. Agárralo con todo lo que puede, man. Es la única chance de puede tener a decir las palabras de este demonio, de este reino demonio, Estados Unidos, man.
Y cuando dices de esta posición, man, es que hagas la chamba, pues, que te cambies de vida. Eso es para empezar a agarrar tus posiciones, es cambiar de tu vida, tu dieta, dejar de comer cerdo y eso, los ídolos, tradiciones del mundo, invocar en los nombres de Yahawah, Yahawashi, dejarte crecer la barba si es que te dio, y si no te dio, pues los pelos que te haya dado.
Ore por los hey man, pray for it, for it. Y esas cosas, lo que dice el hey man, son cosas pequeñas, man. No comer tocino, no comer puerco de tacos de pastor, man. No coman eso, man. It's easy not to do that.
Fácil no hacerlo,
Y
no
te
que
ayuda
no haya
mucho.
más que comer, no que no haya más que comer, bro.
Oh,
Hay mucho más que comer.
yeah.
Ya no pienses en huevos, porque
Yeah,
ya está caro. Pero hay mucho, solamente ahí. Pero hey, llegó la hora de cerrar, hermano, esperando que Yahawah haya permitido, permita que en el Espíritu sean edificados el electo. Como dijo el hermano, tomen su posición, man. Arrepiéntanse, busquen de esta verdad, porque la noche viene donde nadie puede trabajar. Jacob Trouble, la angustia de Jacob viene. Por eso vamos a dar toda la honra, alabanza y gloria a nuestro poder.
Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kodash.
Shalom a todos ustedes, a nuestros apóstoles y ancianos, y a todos también hermanos que son parte de la elección, para todos ustedes, Shalom.
BTA, ball, soon.